Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to put together my Flexi vertical album. This has a lot of pieces. You guys kind of can tell by now probably that I have a passion for albums that have lots of different pieces so that you can mix and match and do really cool things with it. So here's the base of the album, and this is the main part I'm going to show you how to put together. So it comes with basically a cover with an outside binding and then a binding piece that's like an accordion style for the inside. Now this is what makes it so incredibly flexible, because you can decide you know, how much of this you want to cut, but you can decide to do one page per each one of these, or you can sandwich them if you want and do one page for in between. I personally decided to design the things so that you could put one per each of these. Okay, so let me just show you how to put it in. I'm going to show you how to do the to put the base in. So you can see that there's a fold right here. What we're going to do is we're going to glue it down so that this side is matched up to the album on the outside edge here. So I'm using hot glue today. And I'm just going to match it up the best I can. And I can already tell that I'm a little bit off here at the bottom. You can see that I've got to kind of push all of this out of the way so I can see where that line really is, because it's important to really match it up. Okay, so then the opposite edge, we need it to go on the outside edge on the cover, not the binding, of the other side. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to put the glue right here on the outside edge. I'm going to bring this piece up. You see what I'm doing, so that the fold is there and that I can glue that in pretty nice and tight. Okay, so this is the base, and it might not look like much because it's like really pulled out. Okay, so there are some ways for you to deal with this. You can see that if I actually close it up, it actually fits really quite beautifully in here, just like that, so that it works really, really great for you. So you could do a couple of things. If you want to keep that base right up against it, all you have to do is put a spot of glue at each one of those little marks where it's going to hit it. And you just do it on this side and you do it on that side. And that way when you open it up, you still get the accordion look. It still gives you a good feel, but it kind of stays put. It doesn't pull out like this. Now, here's the only thing. If you do want it out like this, the cool thing about it is that you can turn this around and have it come out. And that way, if you have really cool pages, you could have it all hanging out, and that could be really cool. For my purposes here, just because I want to show you guys how I do this, I'm going to put a dab of glue on each one of these little points, basically, where the binding meets the cover. I'm just going to put it up against it and kind of spread it out evenly. And once that's dried, I'm going to do it on this side as well, just to keep it all in place. You can see I'm not really using that much to kind of keep it right there. Okay, so that's it. That's how you keep that binding in place. So now let me just show you some of the pieces that can go in this, and also how to put together a couple. I was a little worried about these two in particular, so I thought I'd show you how to put it together. But this one's a pocket. And all you have to do is you're going to put your back piece here, and you're going to put your bracket piece here, and you're just going to fold under those tabs, and then you're going to put a little bit of glue on it and fold it over. Just like that. And if you wanted to, this piece right here, I glued it down, but you could cut several of those pieces and you could use those as the pocket for these little journaling cards, or you can put photos in it, or you can put memorabilia, little tickets or whatever else, but that's how you put together that pocket. Pretty simple. And then the other one I wanted to show you is this tab page. This might look a little confusing, but it's not meant to be. So you can see I've glued the tab pieces on opposite sides here, and then I have an inside page that I've also glued a piece to. All you do is fold in half this tabbed piece, just like that. Okay. And then I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to glue it this way. And you can do it the opposite way if you want. But I like this because then I can see pretty easily where it needs to glue because I'm using that fold line. And then I'm just going to put a dab of glue all the way across there. Just like that. And you have made kind of this like little inside pocket page that is really, really cool. So I have so many pages. I'm just going to show you a few of them that you can purchase in my Silhouette shop, like these cool arrow pages, or this open up butterfly piece, or something like this where it opens all the way up and you can use those tabs. There are several pages like this where it's just got a cute scallop edge or a cute shape going on, but it's like an open page that you basically are gluing in a page that's like accordion style within the book. Lots of shape pages that you could put in it, and then like a fun envelope page that you can put something sneaky and fun in. So I'm gonna build this book really quick. I'm gonna show you how I do it in just a second, and you can see how it all turns out. Okay, so you see I have a ton of pages to work with here. I actually have more than I can probably fit in this book, but I'm just gonna show you how to put it in. So I'm just gonna use an easy page to show you how to get started. But I'm just going to put a little bit of glue right along that first edge and lay my page in right up against it, and you can see it just makes the first page in your book. So like for example, these cute little tab sets, you're gonna put them in right here, and you're gonna put the glue along this edge right here. So I think it'll be easier to put the glue on the tab set. So I'm just going to do that really quick right here and add that in and glue it right up against that page, okay? So you can see the tab hangs out, the furthest one, just like that. Isn't that great? So it's super simple to put together, and you can kind of decide what pages you really want in here. So I'm just going to finish putting some pages in here so you can see what a full album really looks like. Okay, last one. I think I'm going to throw this envelope one. Actually, I'm going to put that right on the inside instead. So I'm going to instead put this cute guy right here as my last page. And then, just because I think it's a sneak surprise, I'm actually going to glue down this envelope on the back of this, and I just think that'll make it really fun. It will actually help hold that cover and binding in place as well. Okay, so now you have this you can see I have one page left over. I have this really fantastic book. Look how cute that is. Arrow pages, single pages, and you can see, like, if I haven't glued down this as well, or if I wanted it to be a little more flexible, you can let the pages out. It's not that big of a deal. You can see that I need to really work on this binding. You can see if I just flexed this binding out a bit and really worked on it, then it would be much more, the binding would be flexible, and the accordion would be a little easier to move those pages around. But you can see that you have so many great pullouts, and it makes the most darling, fun book. Look how cute that is. So I would say you just keep working this piece right here so that it's really, really flexible. And then just add a couple, you can see my glue dots have come out. That's not that big of a deal. I'm just gonna add those back in again, especially as I'm reworking that binding in this back piece, this backbone piece, so that it is really flexible to the book itself. You can see it's starting to get there, and that just takes a little bit of effort to get it where it needs to be, but how sweet is that little book? Thanks for watching this video. Make sure and subscribe so you can get more fabulous silhouette videos.